keeps trying to use wireless, which doesn't have good range. So I'm now on data, and that should be a lot better. So apologies. And as we were losing signal, one of you wrote about your trigger warning awful story. And I just wanted to say, I'm so sorry about your story. I really am. Sending you love, blessings, and healing. Before the last live stream ended, I was talking about Melissa and my conversation with Melissa. Hello, Melissa. And the phrase, broaden your horizon. And it was something Melissa and I were discussing today. The ability to open ourselves to new experiences and to see the possibility of new experiences as a true benefit of life. The reason this is so important is that often we're pulled into the mire or the quagmire of, I must set goals and achieve them. I must set goals and achieve them. I must crush goals. And we get sucked into this forward thinking where all we focus on is the future moment. And as we know, the future moment is uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen. So if we lose ourselves by wanting a reality that is not real at this stage, we have our moment, our present, stolen from us. So by broadening our horizons, and we're talking about grief. So I was talking about, referring back to my own grief, saying that due to me experiencing incredible grief around 3.5 years ago, and still processing that and will for the rest of my life, due to that, I seem to have more acute awareness of the moment. I appreciate the rain more. Food tastes better. And sometimes joy can be blinding. So the hormones created by joy can take away from our sitting in the moment. And feeling grief can give us the gift of gratitude. I'm not saying always, but we were tossing this around as a concept, Melissa and I, when we were reflecting on grief today. I don't know what you feel about that yourself, but I think that we can, when processing grief, explore the beauty in each ordinary moment, whether that is having a shower and going, hey, I've got hot water, this is so exciting, or turning on a light and going, oh my goodness, I now have light, or the ability to walk and thinking, I'm taking one step and another step, this is so exciting, or turning on a tap and having drinking water that's relatively clean, or being able to see or hear, the gift of a hug. Before, I've never been a very tactile person. And then when I went through what happened 3.5 years ago, I am now much more tactile. So I really eat up and appreciate and love the feeling of a hug. And that's a new experience. Jess. Yes. Isn't it interesting, Jess? It's such a practice, it's a skill. And you've got to you can get sucked into the culture around us. So whatever that culture is, perhaps people are talking negatively or gossiping or something like that. And we can get pulled into replicating or accepting those behaviors of gossip. And it's important to practice gratitude. My sister always said, Laura never hugs, and I just didn't need to hug anyone. And now that's changed. I sometimes hug people. It's a pretty big deal, but it's different like that. There's a truck coming back now. Oh my goodness. You know, I talked to you about not caring if people think I'm weird. Working here where everyone drives trucks and they've got a certain caliber of life, and they don't know I'm on YouTube, and I just think, what are they going to think when they see me in a truck sitting here talking about life, sitting in the driver's seat? On a side note, I love driving trucks. It's a childhood dream and it's so exciting. I know, Jess, I can see this truck. I've seen someone walk past me and they don't live stream, and they said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm a YouTuber." And they said, "What does that mean?" And I felt that twinge, that twang of, oh my goodness, I'm different. And which is, you've got to stand up and go, it's okay to be different. It's all right. And this truck is very messy. I can see someone, we have this every Wednesday is Tidy Truck Wednesday. And we do beer and pretzels for people that have a clean truck. And I'm just looking at this truck. It's just not clean. Jennifer, it's so good to hear from you. Really good to hear from you. Hope you're well, Jennifer. Really hope you're well. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Jennifer? I am still selective with my hugs, but since the loss, I'm so grateful, because it's kind of brought into question what I went through my whole existence, through losing something that I thought was my whole existence, and it's gone. Thank you, Jess. I love my truck job. I've got my heavy manual license. I really want my semi license, and I don't have a semi truck, but I just so want the license. But it's very expensive and it's a skill, so I don't know if it's going to happen because it costs a lot of money. I love this whole environment. I love the sunrises around here because it's so industrial, and in the morning it's just alive. Like this morning I left home at 4:30 a.m. and excuse me, obviously I'm tired because I got up so early. I went to gym, and just the industry just wakes up, and there's semis waiting in line, and there's people getting coffees, and people sitting out on the sidewalk with their breakfast burger, and I love it. I've always loved trucks. Okay, so we're talking about broadening your horizon. Thank you to Melissa for that topic of discussion, and using new experiences as a benefit for life, and actively seeking out new experiences for the sake of truly squeezing life dry. I'd also like to ask you, I wanted to run another meditation course online, so wanted to see if you're interested in that. It would be something like 20 minutes a day for several days, or something like that. Would love to hear from you about that. I have just created several pieces of content. They will also go onto my podcast. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Thank you for listening to my video content. Thank you for being part of the community. Yes, I love trucks. I have not honked the horn, though. I'd probably like to. Yeah, it's interesting, Emma, isn't it? Again, we talk about practice, and every day I feel sad about what occurred 3 years ago, and I find it quite wrenching. And I've got to actively kind of think about the gifts in my life, which I did. I'm so tired. Oh, which I was doing this morning when I came to work, and the sun was coming up over the bridge, and there was semi-trailers in lines waiting to go into the docking bay, and I just thought, I love all the life and the engagement and the, hey Keith, a Vegemite break. That's very funny, Keith. Yeah, most of these guys smoke, and I've never smoked in my life. So that's interesting. They're all going smokos. And I don't know, do smokos, because when I was young, I said to myself, I'm never going to smoke. Oh, and I've never smoked. I've never tried it, which, yeah, it's interesting. Vegemite break down under, Keith. Yeah, I love Vegemite. I love Vegemite in boiling water because it becomes like a beef broth, and it's just delicious. Thank you, Jennifer. I really, really appreciate it. Things are okay, and I think that okay. Maddie, my partner Adrian loves Tim Tams. I've got to be careful because they're so bad for you, and I worry about his heart, so I'm going to watch his food constantly. You know that I try to be really good with my food, which is so much more difficult around here because everyone gives each other food all the time, which is another new experience for me. I know, Sharon, I need a nap. I do. I need a nap. Oh, you know, as soon as you say that, as soon as you think of yawning, you yawn. It's the most interesting reflex, isn't it? Well, I thought I'd check in on you all. To see how you're going. Maddie's talking about Tim Tams again. I am so anti-sugar, saturated fat, refined carbs, and I've always been interested, you know, I was a personal trainer, interested in good nutrition. And Adrian eats terrible food. Terrible food. It's like, I think I told you since I came here, he's lost 15 kilo or something from my cooking. I hope that's good. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm going to finish off in a minute. I just thought I'd say hello. Thank you for watching my content, talking about how to broaden your horizons. Say good night to you. It's 1:32 here. Jess, life has been happening. What a way life has been happening. Do that sometime. Take care of yourself. Keep being weird. Don't let the small stuff bother you. Practice gratitude, and let's be above the good opinion of others. Be weird, yeah. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night, guys. It's afternoon here, but as you can see, oh, I should go to sleep. That will teach me to go to gym at 5 in the morning. Okay, bye, guys.